There we go. Hey guys, DJ Strick here, and I am doing some things in the studio. Mic check, mic check. For whatever reason, my speakers are off a little bit, but I'm going to get that settled so I could do what I need to do for you. There's tons of things that's going on here in the studio, but I'm going to make it work. Thank you so very much for being a part of the Streamers Hub Monday nights or Monday afternoons now, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Moved it up just a little bit to see if we can get a little bit more audience in this live stream. I like what I'm doing today. You know why I like it? I get an opportunity to talk to you about using live streams to help you boost your Black Friday sales. If you are a retailer, someone that's selling anything, whether it's a service industry, service provider that is, you produce something that people can buy, a widget or a product or something, and you are now ready to get into the festive holiday season, knowing that what you do in these next coming weeks can actually take you from the red, as far as being negative to the year, into the black. I'm telling you guys, this is going to be a big deal. So here we go. First things first, I do want to talk about a couple of things. If you didn't get a chance to watch last week's, please go back to watch last week. I know we were talking about some of the festive things that we were doing around Halloween and how you can use OneStream Live for Halloween. But there's always new things coming up. So if you do a really, really good job of knowing how to use the components that OneStream Live has already given you, you'll learn a lot about what we're doing tonight. So here we go. First things first, there's a big opportunity for you, if you're taking this very seriously, to actually do some things that a lot of people don't get a chance to do. Use the affiliate marketing plan that OneStream Live gives you, where you can get up to 25% recurring commission. I got all that out in one breath. Yes. So if you're selling this to somebody, you know, friends, family members, or anything like that, they get your link for affiliate sales purchased by clicking that link. It has to be more than the free plan, of course. You get 25% recurring commission on that sale. It is really that simple. So if there's ever anything that you're doing that you need a little help with, guess what? We are here to help you through the whole situation. But I want you to know that you can actually make money with OneStream Live if you use the affiliate marketing program. Now, if you're also watching this and you're saying, hey, man, Strick is good, but I really feel like I could do what he's doing. I think you could do exactly what I'm doing here. You want to be a part of the streaming program. It's really simple. So join our Streamers Partnership Program by sending. I want to be sure I make this really big so everybody can see it. You want to send your social media profile, the one with the most likes, the most followers, to content@onestream.live. Send your information there, and maybe our team is growing. Maybe you could be like Steven. Maybe you can be like Joe Shepard. Maybe you could be like DJ Strick and be on OneStream Live's YouTube channel producing content for other users. It's really, really that simple. I'm just here to help you understand how to use this program to better affect you. And today, it's all about retailers, people that are selling something. How can you use live streaming to help you with your Black Friday deals? So if you're ready, I need you to buckle in. If you hear something today, please hit the like button. If I help you in any way, my job is to be sure you get all of this information, and I want to be sure that I have all of this set up correctly for you as well. That being said, there's some things that I want to do inside the system that I need to be prepared for, and I'm not yet. Like, what's going on, Strick? What are we doing? Well, right now, we have to pull up this presentation that I did today so that you guys can see exactly what I'm trying to say when it comes to retailers, like using OneStream Live as a way to maximize your Black Friday deals. I feel like this is a great way to get into the market for everybody, okay? That being said, I need to move some things around so you can see what I am doing. So OneStream Live has a great ability to share your screen online. And it actually comes in as a second screen. So really simple in the way we use this. And it's really as easy as it's clicking buttons. And boom, there you go. Oh, this is cool. I like being on the right-hand side. I don't know why I like being on the right-hand side of the presentations, but it always works for me. Maximizing Black Friday sales with live streaming. All right. So this is tip for retailers. Listen. When it comes to who you are and what you're trying to do in live streaming, you got to understand the tool. The tool is here to help you. Okay. The tool is here to help you do what you do best. I will say this, because people may be thinking, oh man, live streaming is not what it used to be. Because since the pandemic, more and more people are kind of getting traditionally back into the way they like to spend. There is still an uptick in people being online. There is still platforms that people are watching and selling. I today saw an ad on Facebook for QVC. They're getting in the social media game to sell their products. And guess what? I do want to say, based on my viewership online, I think it was Reels on Facebook, they actually showed me a reel of NFL. So QVC was shopping or selling NFL bomber jackets. I mean, I'm not buying anything from QVC right now, but if I was going to buy something, I thought the fit of that NFL bomber jacket was really cool. They hit the mark on the head, other than me not being like a online buyer for that kind of stuff. But they got it to the right person. So maybe I don't buy from QVC online, but maybe I find another way to purchase it. But they got it to the right person. Social media works, man. Have you ever talked to somebody or was talking around your phone, and next thing you go back to your phone, you see ads for everything that you've been talking about? Now, they tried to stop that from happening. They tried their best with securities to stop your phone from listening to doing that, but it still happens. It still happens. Live stream could put you in that awareness as well, to where people are talking about something and you are so top of mind, tip of tongue, top of mind. That's for my girls, Stephanie Garcia, that people are looking for you and the help. So when you go live, they are tuned in to whatever it is that you're talking about. Now, if you're selling your product and if you have some Black Friday deals with it, you're right where you need to be. Okay, so let's talk about this first. Why live streaming? I just really explained all of that for you. I think it's a way, and we're going to talk all about this. It's a way to capture the audience from anywhere in the world all at one time, to provide them with discounts and information that they normally would not get. Why live streaming Black Friday deals? So this is two things in one. Why live streaming, and then why live streaming works, and then for Black Friday sales. Number one, people are on the internet looking for Black Friday deals. If you can capture them for more than 5 seconds with any type of information that you have and your discount, you have a customer. Do you hear what I said? If you can capture them using live streaming, and for more than 5 seconds, you have a customer. And it's your job above those 5 seconds, because if the algorithm has got you there, or for whatever reason you've been recommended to this video, you're live streaming, it is your job to actually close the deal. Retailers, it's your job to be sure that everything is on point, everything is ready to go, your links are ready, they all work. They can buy your product just by clicking a button on the actual video that you have. It has to be that simple. This is what I like about live streaming. Live streaming gives you an opportunity to actually it gives you more time to tell stories about your product. Okay. Telling stories about your product allows you to be able to bypass the true or false mechanism that's in everybody's heads. No one can argue with a story being told because a story is my opinion. Okay. I'm really, really big into, I want to say cameras, but I'll use this phone because it's got a camera. Okay. I use this phone's camera. So I was actually on a trip to New York, and New York always is crowded for me. But I saw something I thought was really, really cool. The lights or the sun was just down right where it needed to be. And this scene was awesome. Went in my pocket, took out my phone, and I just didn't want to do a vertical or horizontal picture. I wanted to kind of be catty corner, and I used my phone and I just turned it just a little bit and captured the right picture. I even just stopped because I wanted to be sure I got it. I knew I had a little bit more time to take a second or third picture if I needed to. So I just went into the edits and made a couple of edits and looked at it while I was standing there. And I captured the best picture in the world using this phone. Now, this phone is the latest and greatest. It's out right now. And you have the ability to buy it for a discount because of Black Friday that's coming up. The links is in the description. Not only did I have a great photo with so many megapixels in it, it had the great colors. I was able to take the picture and edit it in just seconds because it's my phone. I always have it with me and it's always on the go. Now, I just told you a story. Completely made up story. Okay? Completely made up. But what out of this story could you refute? In New York. So all I have to do is just know the dimensions of this phone, how many megapixels it took. There's a JPEG file that I can go from my phone to the internet in seconds and actually post an edited photo that I just took. And you have the ability to get this phone that can do the same thing by just following the links that's in the description. I think the days are gone when people are looking for all of the specs in a row. Like, tell me every spec. Great. You know the specs. How do those specs work? The specs works when you're able to use the product in a very unique way to get what you need. So everybody that wants simplicity, everybody that wants the ease of use, everybody that wants to be able to edit in app, I just rattled right off benefits of having a phone or this particular phone while you're out in whatever area you're in, big city, but you captured a moment with this thing and people can resonate with that. This point alone, when it comes to what you're able to do with live streaming, takes the cake. If you can engage your audience with information and a story, you have done your job. The story is intriguing to them. It's going to get them to stay. It also puts them in a picture. Now, I don't know if you guys are visual as I am, but as I'm telling the story, I'm looking at myself in New York. And I'm positioning myself in New York where I can actually see the city, but I can also see where the sun would come down and how pretty that would look. And being able to capture that on my phone, edit it, and then post it to social media within minutes, that's very intriguing to me. And I'm sure that if you have a product, if you can do a service that you can tell stories around like that, that's where you're going to get the engagement and the time on your stream better than anybody else. Now, there's a few other things I'm going to talk about tonight that can help you with, engagement. But I do think having the time live stream to be able to tell a story takes the cake. I think those are one of the things that could take you to the next level. Okay. I'm telling you to write it down. All right. So the next thing I want to talk about is your ability to set up your Black Friday live stream. So, we know why. Now we want to set it up. We want to be sure that we have everything in place that we need so that when we are live streaming, we won't have technical issues. We got PowerPoints or any kind of slides that you may need. All that's available. Videos that you can show live is available. Any kind of call-in person or guest to come on your stream. I think those helps as well. Guests that may have used your product, customers of yours that use the product, line all those things up. Set up your live stream to actually win. Okay, you want to be sure that you do that. All right. Next thing I want to talk about, when it comes to setting it up, plan your content and your offers. Okay, so if you have multiple products, everything may have a different offer that you're going to do. Or that one offer that's really, really big, you may really be planning, and this is a precursor to that big day. Maybe that day is 2 days away that you're going to have that Black Friday deal available. I will tell you this. Black Friday started the day before Halloween. People doing deals. Black Friday started with Target days. Black Friday started with Walmart days and Amazon Prime days. Kind of got a precursor to it all. Prices are dropping, ladies and gentlemen. I believe we're going to probably have the best holiday discount ever coming up in these next couple of days. Now, the one caveat to that is what we do voting wise in America. I do feel like one party or the other is going to change the narrative really, really quickly as far as, America being able to still get good deals. And I'm a guy, so when I say good deals, I'm only talking about electronics, okay? I'm only talking about electronics. I'm not talking about clothes or anything else. I'm thinking, what kind of deal can I get on these TVs that's coming out of China? All I want to know is, will we still get great deals on that? I'm telling you, that's what I'm thinking about. Cameras as well, cell phones as well. We get a lot of products shipped in from all over the world. A lot of our electronics are not built in America. So you want to plan your content and your offers knowing how the future will go. All right. I think there's people already, there are already retailers that have their Black Friday deals, mailers already done. Like you can research what Walmart or Amazon's Black Friday deal is going to be. Now, which was huge at one point. I don't know how much of a big deal it is now, but having those Black Friday deals at Walmart and Best Buy and those kind of places, and being able to be up early enough to get into those stores to get those deals because they only had limited quantity of them, I'm telling you, that was always cool. That was always cool. Like you had an opportunity to be first in line online or in the stores. And I remember being able to do that. I think it just makes the atmosphere, like having to leave that morning, Friday morning of Thanksgiving, and you have to leave at 5 o'clock because the store may open at 6. You want to get in line early to be at a place to where you could be one of the first 2 or 3 to get that deal. I'm telling you, I don't know. In America, it's just a really, really big deal. Since the pandemic is not as big of a deal, but I'm thinking those days are coming back. I really am. Like if we ever get the discount that could be out there, I'm thinking it's going to be really cool. All right, so let's go to the next one. Next thing here. After you plan your content, want to be sure that you are also doing all that you can to promote your live stream. People forget this point. So there's a movie. It was a baseball movie with Kevin Costner, Field of Dreams. And they said, if you build it, they will come. And the premise of the movie was about these baseball heroes playing in this park that he had to build. If you build it, they'll come. And sometimes people think that if I just build my YouTube page or my live stream, that people will miraculously show up like Field of Dreams. To be honest with you, you watch the movie. It's called Field of Dreams. It's a dream. It was a movie. It's not real life. In real life, if you want me to come hang out with you, you got to call and ask me. You got to text me. You got to communicate with me that you're at a place that you want me to come to. Do you hear what I'm saying? Like, if you want me to come, you have to ask me to come. I just don't miraculously show up to your party. Like, I don't know that you're that hot. What lets me know you're that hot that I have to come to your party is that you're giving a discount. You got to promote your live stream. If you're a retailer, find ways to promote it, regardless of what they say and all the things that's happening. Facebook ads is still the way to go. It's not as cheap as it used to be, but it's still the way to go. Promote your live stream. Promote that there will be discounts. Promote the fact that they should not want to miss this. You are personally invited, and you don't want to miss an opportunity to see what I'm going to talk about for these Black Friday deals. Discounts are on deck. Now, I'm trying to be cool and say this on deck, but clearly you understand what I'm saying. You got to get the audience where the audience is, whatever it takes. If that's trying to be cool like Old Strick here, you just be cool for a little while and they'll get it. Okay? But you got to promote the fact that you're throwing a party and people don't want to miss it. I'm telling you, don't miss the fact that it is important. Engage your audience during the live stream. That's the next one. I think this is cool if you're doing discounts, because you can do special discounts for the people that arrive, or special discounts for a game that you play. Someone wins the game, they get 50% off this particular item. Now, you're still selling the item, but you're selling it at a discount, but you still get an opportunity to talk about the item that you're selling. Don't miss this. Audience engagements in your live stream keeps people on. I really do like live streaming. I really do. I do feel like when you have an audience and you're able to keep them there through conversation, basically, I don't know, you can have an audience of 100, but still talk to each person individually to where they feel like you've asked them to respond and they respond. I'm giving away all the good stuff tonight. Poll questions, Q&A sessions, comments. Hey, just comment. Tell me what you think. Joe, I see you on the line. Joe, you got something you want to add to this particular thing? Have you purchased it already? Are you using it, Joe? These are all things you can have a conversation, and Joe is responding in the comments. So I know Joe is responding. I'm going to give him a second to respond. But if you continue to look at this phone, I want to show you the sleekness of this. And I'm giving you all these tips, and I'm not on. I'm going to show you the sleekness of this. Okay, Joe responded. Joe's telling us that he's used it, it's worked for him, all of that, and you're able to engage. I am really giving you the good stuff. Okay, if you're listening and this makes sense to you, I need you to do me a favor, and I need you to hit the like button. And this is me engaging like really, really late, but I have some people say hello. JD's coming through. Hello, man. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. I got so into what I was doing in this particular thing. I love the fact of being able to talk to business owners and share with them how they can use live streaming to help them sell their products or services. So many people are missing it. If you are a business owner of any type, live streaming is another part of your live streamer, content creator is another part of your job title. There's nowhere getting around it. Can you Can you hire people to do that for you? Yes, you can. Absolutely should if you don't want to do it. But at some point, you personally is going to have to get in front of a camera, take a microphone and some lights, and produce a show. People will want to see and hear from you as the owner of said business or whatever that you're doing. They're going to want to hear from you. And you're going to want to talk to your audience too. Like, who wants to hire content creators to talk to their audience? You really do want to do it at some point. Okay. So after you have done all of that, I want to be sure. There he is, Pastor Dre. Thank you for hanging out with me, sir. Man, I hope you're taking notes because this is some of the good stuff. I love sharing this, Pastor Dre, because sometimes people don't know what they don't know. And this is information that I've been using over and over and over again, and being able to share it with people that hopefully a light bulb goes off and they're able to take another step in their journey of being a content creator or a business owner. And now, boom, things are really going. So very few people know, okay, so now you live stream. What do you do after that? You follow up with people. So if people in your community have said anything, you find ways to follow up with that person. You want to send emails, posting the live stream that you did. So if they didn't come, they still have a link to the live stream and still have the benefits of some of the discounts that you have in that live stream. They're able to still get that based on them watching it. Okay, there may be a code or something that you have that you give away in the live stream. If they've watched the live stream, they'll be able to get it. So, Pastor Dre has a really, really good question. I talked about doing ads for Facebook, right? And I'm going to do my very best to answer his question. I'm going to come over here. What is a good budget for Facebook ads? Okay. What is a good budget for Facebook ads? Let me see if I can do a quick little exercise here, Pastor, to help you with this. This is not the easiest question in the world, but I am glad you asked it because it gives me a chance to show off a little bit. Say your product. I'm going to use round numbers as much as I can because it's easier right now as I am talking to do the math. I'm going to use round numbers. So say you have a product that's $100, okay? And it's never really $100. If it's online, it's $99. It's $97, never really 100. But again, because I'm live streaming, I want round numbers to be able to get this. I want to be able to understand what it is. Say it's a digital product. I'm stacking the deck, so it's so easy for me, right? It's a digital product for $100. Okay. Right now, there's no ad budget. Nobody knows that you're selling this digital product. So you're selling, let's just say you're selling two, making $200. Okay. Now that's with $0 spent in ads. Somebody figured out you had it. I don't know. Maybe they were on your page. Organically, they found it and you sold two and you made $200. Now, you say, well, whew, that was pretty good too, based on organic sales. What if I put some money behind it? How much money should I spend? If there is an ad, all of your people won't buy your ad, or if they see the ad, they may not purchase it. I'm being realistic. I like between 5 and 10% of my return. I could be different. Somebody else would tell you, well, you need to have 50 to 75% of your ads turnover, and sometimes you can. But I believe that if I had, say, 100 people saw my ad, and I'm going to get to the numbers after I do the amount of people. 100 people saw the ad, and I had out of that 100, 5% or 10%. So that's 5 to 10 people. So that's $500 to $1,000 made off of an ad that 100 people saw. How much is that ad worth to you if you made $300 more or $700 more on the sales? All right, I'm going through this with you. I'm thinking through this all. Like, would $100 ad that reaches 100 people, would that make sense? So basically, you made $100, or you made, I said 700, so you made $600 because you spent $100 in ads. Sometimes that can make sense. All right. But what if you took that same number and said, well, if I do $1,000, at that point, I can have 5,000 people see it. And I can also have 7,000 people not see it, but actually buy it. So you have 1,000 people see it. I was saying 500. Yeah, 5,000 people actually purchase, or 500 people purchase, or 1,000 people purchase. Am I talking in circles here? So I was at 100. There he is, Joe. Man, good to see you. Thank you for coming by tonight. We're talking about what makes sense as an ad spend on Facebook. And I'm going down my activity sheet to kind of, in my mind, think about how much I could make versus how much I'm going to spend. Like, if I could spend $100 and get 500, 5 people to buy, or 10 people to buy, or can I then spend 1,000 and get 500 people to buy? What makes sense? Because if I get 500 people to buy something that is $100, that's $5,000. I would have made 4,000, or $10,000, and I would have made 9,000 based off of the spend. That being said, that's 5 to 10% of the people that actually view it actually purchase. You have the ability to spend $100. Pastor Dre, I hope you're following here. Or you have, thank you, Joe, or you have the ability to spend more money, $1,000, to get that same 5 and 10%. I'm sorry, let me take a quick little drink here. As the weather has been changing in the city and where I am, sinus has been really messing up, but we're making it through the show anyway. Pastor Dre, let me know if that makes sense to you. Like, just hit me in the comments, letting you say he's listening. Great. So at 5 to 10% return on the investment, based off of $100 spend, how much you can make, or based off $1,000 spend, how much you can make, you want to do those numbers. Personally, it depends on what you want your outcome to be, or inside of your niche. What is the product? How much money are you making off the product? I will tell you this, the more money you spend, the more people you're going to get in front of. You still got to do a good job of coming up with a great ad that makes it visible. And you want to be sure that as you are making that great ad, you have all of your back end in place to close the deal. Like, they should be able to click the link, and no more than 2 other clicks be able to purchase whatever it is that you're selling. Right? You don't need a landing page and then a grooming page and then an add-on page. They need to be able to click, 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 like 2 clicks, and that should be the second click should be a purchase page. Really, really simple. Okay. I hope that makes sense to you. Based off of your budget spend, 5 to 10% return is where I would settle in. Excuse me again. Is where I would settle in as a rate of return. If you get more than 10%, man, you're doing well. All right. You get 20%, you're doing great. You get 50% of people that actually view it, buy it, brother, you are on it. I would then double down. I would try to figure out how I can get more out there for people. Okay. I'll be trying to figure out how I can get more out there. Great. I'm glad it makes sense. Cool. Good question. Good question. So I think I was on making sure you follow up after your live stream. And once you do that, there's always more work to do, of course, right? There is, but in this case, the more work is to get ready for the next live stream. This is an opportunity when we talk about Black Friday deals. This is an opportunity to go from in the red, where you've been selling, but you haven't really made it to the point where every sale is in the black, where you're really starting to make money. This is where people make their money for the rest of the year, for the whole year. Okay, that's why it's called Black Friday, because people are going from out of the red, where they're actually owed creditors, to being able to pay creditors off, and they're making money during this time. Yeah, it looks like they're discounting, but they're discounting knowing that they're going to sell more. Okay? So it's kind of like the quantity goes up. They're able to take in less per item, but because they're selling more of that same item, they're being able to get more money, make more money. Now, there are mathematics behind all of it, but you get the idea. Live streaming with OneStream Live, I want to take it to another level. Not only do you have all of this available, and I'm going to stop coughing in just a second, but it's kind of like the tingle in the back of your throat. Live streaming with OneStream Live gives you an opportunity to not only do it once, but to repeat it. So if I have a live stream that is really going well and has nice engagement, this is what I'm doing. I'm actually rescheduling that live feed again. Yeah, it's going to lack a little bit of the engagement, but because you have engagement in that video, sometimes people feel you just didn't get to them. Reschedule it. Because if you have an audience of 1,000 and you have 500, which is 50% of that unique viewers, that's another half of the people that did not see it. So you still have opportunities to send it right back through to see if you can pick up some of that 500. Maybe you want to pick up 100 or 200 more people. That's still more than what you would have if you haven't used that live stream again. Reschedule that live stream in between the time where you will go live again, whether it's later on that day, which is always a good time. Take off 2 or 3 hours and then throw up that live stream you did 2 or 3 hours ago, because you will still probably have those same discounts available. And then figure out, okay, this is when I want to live stream again, and try to put the live stream you did before right smack there in the middle. Even though it's live stream, you can still say in the description, this is a replay, and play it like it's live. And get that engagement. And make sure that you're always telling people the next time you will be live to where they could get the discounts. If I say any more, I'm going to have to charge you. I say that all the time. Listen, I love what I do here for OneStream Live. And one of the things about helping you do and be better is because as you watch this show and you click the like button because you like what I said, we continue to grow our community, and you are better by the information that you get here. You're able to take 1 or 2 things and revolutionize whatever product, service, or widget that you're putting out there, and it makes you better by just spending time here in the Streamers Hub with me. I appreciate it, and I hope that you appreciate the time that we put into doing this particular thing for you. All right? Yes, I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it, Pastor Dre. Those things are very much so what I wanted to be. And yeah, I see it there. I'm trying to get the nuggets out, man. I really am. I hope that it helps. All right. That being said, hey, that's my time for tonight. Thank you guys so very much for hanging out with me. And I will see you again next Monday night, next Monday afternoon. Oh, check the times just to be sure. I'm always going to be here on a Monday. 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Streamers Hub. You got me, DJ Strick. And if you didn't get all of this, just rewatch the whole thing so you can know everything that we talked about to help you with your Black Friday deals as a retailer using live streams. Thank you so very much, guys.
Hey, this is DJ Strick, and I've had an awesome time with you today. Thank you for watching another edition of the Streamers Hub right here